What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we made our way onto the sand ship, defeated the mini-boss, the pirate who stole the ship, and collected the bow, and are now using that to free the crew in the brig, even though we never went to see the crew in the brig. We're basically just skipping a couple of steps, I guess, if you will. And next thing we need to do is come in here and take these guys out. You're down, and you're next. Alright, so now we can continue on with our adventure. We never even have to go talk to the crew in the brig down at the bottom of the ship, because it's just a waste of time moving all the way to going all the way to the bottom of the ship. And so, yeah, it's kind of a waste. And now you see why in the last episode I lowered that bow, so we didn't have to go all the way back up. Yeah, this dungeon kind of tries to get you to do a lot of backtracking that you really don't have to do if you know what you're doing. And so, if you know what you are doing, you can kind of skip steps and still get the same result, and you're not missing out on anything other than maybe a bit of dialogue from some characters and stuff. Anyway, what I wanted to do was simply hit the time shift stone, revert the ship to its past state, and head back down, because we have to be able to get inside this room over here. And once we do that, you'll see that one, we can open up this door here to allow ourselves access to this room. Take these. Did he really just hit me? You are annoying. I don't know how in the world he got 2 attacks on me like that. But I guess it doesn't matter. And we can now actually hit this again to revert the ship back to its past state and get the second generator. And Fi will talk to us again about locating the crew in the brig. Master, I'm detecting strong vibrations again. The current situation is difficult to accurately assess, but I suggest hurrying to the area beneath the crew in the brig first. Yeah, so now she wants us to head down to the area underneath the crew in the brig. Which is exactly what we're going to do, and we're not even going to go speak to the crew before rescuing them, because all it is them literally telling you to activate the generators so that you can enter through underneath and do kind of like a secret operative rescue mission. Now, instead of shutting off the power again, just simply walk out the doors and into this one, because you need to have the power on in order to head underneath here, which is underneath the crew, which is exactly where those generators that we just activated, that big pounding sound and all sorts of stuff like that, are actually operating, and it's all happening right down here. And yeah, so now it's just more of like not getting crushed as we make our way kind of through this area and rescue the crew. This area is not it's not too large. I'm going to pull out my whip though, because we are going to need that in just a moment. Make sure as soon as that lifts up, you crawl as quickly as you can, or run, I should say, as quickly as you can to the other side. And I want to not swing over to the other side. One, there's an amber relic right down here that you will pretty much always find right down here, so go ahead and grab that. But I wanted to swing up there. And once we do, we should, yes, be able to climb up here. And this is that room that we saw underneath the crew. There's the boss door, which is now open. Or we have the ability to access, though we don't have the key for it just yet. And we can get some treasure in here. And I believe 2 of these chests both contain, yes, silver rupees, 100 rupees apiece, which isn't too bad. And then this chest, I believe the other 3 just contain different types of material. I think it's an evil crystal and 2 monster horns. This one is, of course, the other silver rupee that we can get. And this final chest in a row of 5 is actually another evil crystal. Daggum. Like I'm such a southern term, I swear. My southernness is showing. My southernness is showing right now by saying dead gum. That is such a southern thing to say, it's kind of funny. Yeah, now we can run through here without worrying of being crushed. And then we continue to use our ability here. I'm going to hit this. And as soon as it goes up, yeah, we're going to climb up here. And this one, I'm going to go up and, oh no. I messed that one up pretty terribly. I forgot the second one moves faster than the first one. Alright, so we're going to try this again then. So when this one goes up, wait for that one to go back down, then immediately run and jump over, and there we go. First things first, grab this. That opens it up back to the area where we entered in at. So yeah, here's the door that we came in through, and you actually see this is where we would have found the crew in the first place. I think if you look up right around there, that gated area, or that door right over there that you can see right up there is where we get the small key. This guy, of course, is still standing above us, and we would have seen this electric current right here when we walked in that door to rescue the crew. So that's why I didn't go down to the crew, because I knew these guys were here. Didn't want to fight them, knew the crew was in there already. And so instead, we can just kind of crawl underneath and rescue them this way. And let's try not to run out of stamina while we do so. And also it just kind of allows this process to go just a little bit quicker. You're a human, right, Verm? How did you get in here, Zert? I have my ways. So you came with Skipper to rescue us, Verm? You made us so happy, Zert. Really, Verm? You came on board to find Nehru's flame, Zert. If you want to reveal Nehru's flame, you're going to have to regain control of this ship, Fuweep. The control room is next to the brig. It's a huge door, shielded shut, and you'll need a key to open it, Verm. First, you should head to the captain's cabin, Zert. The control room key should be in there, Fuweep. Please take this key as thanks for rescuing us, Verm. The key will open the door to the captain's cabin, Fuweep. And we got a small key, and that's going to open up the captain's cabin for us. You can get to the captain's cabin through a door on the deck in the back, Verm. Yeah, that locked door right there. And I believe that's everything for like chests and all, except for I think one in the captain's cabin, which we haven't actually been into and been able to see right yet. But I'm getting out of here, Verm. Sorry to leave you on your own, but you look like you can handle it, Zert. We're counting on you, Fleep. And with that, the crew has escaped. Alrighty, so we're gonna just leave those guys back here to never know that these guys even escaped the ship. And we're just gonna head back the way we came in, because there's really no way out that way. So we're just going to go back in the way we came. I know that's a big deal because we have easy access to the top of the ship because of that small little boat still hanging on the side. That kind of control room. Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully these guys didn't respawn. And, ooh, did I not see that the first time? Or I must have not, but it's there, so we might as well get it now. I completely botched that. Yeah, but the captain's cabin is actually that door directly there in front of us. You may have seen it when we were up here the first time. And now what I want to do very quickly is immediately strike this stone. And you'll understand why in a moment. Because we need it to be in the present as we enter into the captain's cabin in the back of the ship. And yeah, this is the way we need to come in here. Now, I believe both of these piles of sand contain 20 rupees, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they do. There's even a stave statue down here, another that's that important to us or anything. First things first. Oh. There's a BMOS in my way. Alright, let's take these guys out first. 2 jelly blobs out of that. Not shabby. How many jelly blobs do we even have now? 31. That's pretty crazy. And, now I actually want to, do this, because I don't think there's actually a fan blocking my path right here. You know, I can also shoot BMOS, by the way. We would have seen that if we would have gone and rescued the crew. And oh my gosh, I hate these guys so much. They're so annoying. Oh, you dropped a heart for me, thanks. I'll gladly take that. Alright, then we're gonna strike that. There we go. And I'll be able to open up this door. And I'll be honest, I spent way too much time in the last episode. Or more time than I thought I would. Ooh, this guy cannot hit me from here. So we're out of his reach, though we're still in the view of this guy. And we can shoot both of these, no problem. When we do that, that opens this giant door here. Or this gated door thing. I don't know why I said giant door. It's not a giant door. We can get the key, though, to open the giant door. And this is the squid carving. It's a squid-shaped statue studded with intriguing suction cups. Just like an octopus. And that, my friends, is what we call foreshadowing. But anyway, enough about that. We now, I guess, have complete access to the entirety of the ship. And we can just go ahead and make our way all the way down. And I recommend just, well, simply taking this route down. I mean, we might as well. It's quicker than trying to run through all those doors and things like that. And we can head down to the brig, or the area next to the brig, which we'd have passed if we would have gone to meet the crew, which I guess wasn't too far away from where I already was going. I mean, it was just right down here, I guess, but it saved us a couple minutes probably. Yeah, take you out. Ooh, now we have full health. I don't have to sit at the bench now. We can take you out, no problem. Make sure we have a full stack of arrows. And get 1 more rupee. And now we can head into, like, the, I guess, engine room of the ship. These things are always hard to rotate. I think this goes down here, and then we just need to rotate it. And there we go. That wasn't too bad. Get that done pretty quickly. Alrighty, guys. Now it's time to take control of the ship. And, uh-oh. This isn't good. Looks like tentacles. We'd better get out of here. The ship looks to be under attack. A report, Master. Judging by the size of these tentacles that belong to a monster of considerable size, the current situation is difficult to determine with complete accuracy, but signs indicate that this ship is under attack. If we do nothing, there's an 80% chance that the ship will capsize. I recommend forcing it back with sacred power, then exiting to further assess the situation. By the way, the bird statue here, gone now. I don't know if you noticed. I mean, if you did notice, there was a bird a statue. You'll now know that it's gone now, and you can't actually enter through there. Watch out for this barrel coming through here. Yeah, but the bird statue is gone. Of course, you're not allowed to save. This is kind of, well, obviously it's a boss fight. We entered the boss door, so obviously it's a boss fight. So let's get out of this water. And the ship is starting to lean, and it's also starting to fill up with water, so we'd better be quick and watch out for these barrels. Can't enter any of these rooms. All these barrels are falling. Now be careful here. These arms are going to start moving. And don't get too close and get grabbed. Alright, so now we can run through here one more time, try to avoid this. Oh, I see, the arm stayed this time. Yeah, keep your distance this time, because he will grab you now. Because he has the end of his tentacles to be able to do that. And you see that a lot of the floor is already kind of gone from this area. But we've made our way back up to the top already. We really didn't have to enter through any doors. Most of the doors had fallen down. Morning, Master. I sense an evil presence on the other side of this door. There's a 90% chance that is the primary body mass of the creature whose tentacles are destroying this ship. I suggest making all necessary preparations before exiting to the outside of the ship. Alright, so my question to Fi is, what preparations are you going to make in here right now? I mean, I can swim down just a little bit into the eternal abyss. That is the boat falling into the water. But there's nothing to do here. That door's blocked off. There's no stool anymore. It's just a door. What preparations can you make? But anyway, enough about me digressing about why she needed to stop us right there before exiting this door. And we come out here to see that the ship is basically split in two. It's this world's version of the Titanic. Not actually. Well, except this one's got tentacles. This iceberg does. Here we go, guys. It's the one-eyed monster, the abyssal leviathan, Tentalus. Alright, so first thing he's going to do is immediately crash down into the water. No chance to get a shot on that eye, which is obviously his weak spot. Now you're going to immediately want to charge up as many Skyward strikes as you can and run around and grab these tentacles before they're able to grab you. And once you get about 3 or 4, I think 4 is the number that we need, yes. He will immediately appear at the head of the ship here. You want to aim for that eye as best you can and hope to lay down a strike there with your bow. I missed a couple shots, but no worries. And then attack it with your sword. And when you do that, also to make sure you run out of stamina. And he should just sink back down into the water. Yes. And tentacles will actually, I believe, start spawning underneath you, so you can constantly keep moving. Yeah, just like that. They will attempt to grab you if you're too close. You'll see when they start to grab you by the way they start violently shaking. Like this, how it's starting to shake quite quickly. That's when you know, I believe he'll spawn on this side of the ship. Or, I was right, this side of the ship, sweet. Yeah, not the front this time. I move to your right. He slams down that arm, he'll try to hit you. And then finally get a shot in. You can try to hit him before he does that, though it's kind of difficult, and I never seem to be able to do it quite right. And he's going to, should be going right back down into the water one more time. So we're going to have to do this once more. Go ahead and charge up your Skyward strike. This time he's going to have a lot more tentacles, and they're going to try to surround you as well. And also, you can cut two at once. Get him at the right angle. With that, he should put himself back in the front of the ship this time. There we go. Got him that time before he could even hit me. I'll pull my bow back out, but I don't need it at the moment. And we want to strike that eye a couple more times. There we go. And that's phase 1 done. Yeah, that was only phase 1. Now he's going to start to break the deck of the ship, and we need to get off this thing as quickly as possible. And luckily, that box is falling down for us. I don't recommend running directly at it because there's barrels that will be coming at you. From up here, I don't know where they're coming from, but they're coming from somewhere. And now we're up here on this portion of the ship where Neighbor's flame is being held. Now, if you can, try to pull out your bow as quickly as possible and get a shot as quickly as you can on his eye, because he was about to attack us using his tentacles. He won't put his head in the deck anymore. Instead, he'll lay his head down like this. And he's kind of like Medusa. And you want to swipe just one direction on your sword. And try not to get close to the edge at all if you can. Though I'm having a hard time, obviously, as you can tell. It's harder without motion controls, I'm going to be honest, because you're just like having to constantly swing your sword, and you typically tend to get, what do they call it? Wow, we're actually done already. You typically tend to get spin attacks while trying to swipe just one direction all the time. It's kind of difficult, but with that, this Leviathan is done. And the rain is stopping. And we get ourselves a piece of heart. I do feel bad for Skipper's ship, though. Yeah, but because we went into the control room down there, we did still activate the Nehru's flame portion of the ship. But first things first, let's grab this heart container. And I guess there's really nothing else for us to do here. I think if we fall down, I think it's just going to have a cutscene or showing us falling into the water or something like that. But well, there's really nothing else to do other than strike this crest and get the second flame. The flames of Nehru have transformed your blade, expanding Phi's power. She can now help you use your dowsing ability to search for more objects. With your swords enhanced, you can learn a new melody. I recommend we return to the Isle of Songs.